Okay, hello. This morning I got this through the post. It's a Gameboy Color, which is a Chinese Game Boy clone. It plays original Game Boy carts. It also has a number of games built into it. It says on the box that it's got 188, but it doesn't. Yeah, Gameboy. It says GBC406 on the back. There. It's obviously not an official designation, but there you go. Runs on 2 batteries. It says Gameboy on the back, on the front. It's got a link put on the side. I haven't tested that yet. I will do. Because I want to see if I can use LSDJ with MIDI with this. It's got quite a nice sound. And there's your on switch. Cartridge port in the back. Infrared. Yeah, Gameboy. With this one came with Harry Potter for the Game Boy Color. No U in that one, and it just says Game Color on the cartridge. That's an obvious rip-off, but yeah, that's cool. So here's the Gameboy without any cartridge in. Gives you this menu. Really annoying sound in between all the different ROMs. But you'll notice there's repeats, so there's probably about 100, which ain't too shabby. Some of them are completely unplayable for me, at least, because some are in Chinese, so RPGs don't really work that well, and some, like this one here, is just Contra with a different name. But if you select a ROM, you get... Oh no, it isn't. Sorry, I lied. It was last time. Welcome to the world of Daedalus. Yeah, cool. But you'll notice the screen's quite good. It does have one dead pixel. Probably won't be able to make it out, but it's around this area. Little green dot. But that's not really a problem. Headphone out, power jack in at the bottom. I've not scripted this obviously, but yeah, that's Gameboy Color. Really nice. And the reason I got these, as I said, is I wanted to use them for music purposes, because that screen's really nice. Be able to see that on a stage quite well. You don't have to put a backlight in it. I do that quite a lot. So decided to take it apart. You'll notice it's got one of those horrible screws in, one of those round screws. They never used them in Game Boys, but they're in SNES carts. So it's got one of those in there, and there's another one of those underneath this label here. The rest of them are just crossheads, but obviously they don't want you to see what's inside this. So with that in mind, I didn't get one, I got 2. Here's the Gameboy Color inside. Weirdly, it has this little micro switch here. I don't know what this does. I've pressed it quite a few times and it still does the same thing. So I don't know whether if you press it while it's in use, it does something. But obviously the battery contacts are down here, so I can't put it together and play it and press that while it's in use. So what I'm going to do is wire some batteries up to these terminals here, and then press this switch while it's playing, see what it does. You'll notice this chip here. Oh, let's see if we can see it. You might notice it's a Sony chip, this one here. Sony inside a Nintendo clone. It's quite amusing. It has this big, I'm assuming it's a CPU there, and this other chip at the top with a clock above it. I'll research these chips, I'll find out what they are for the next video. Little op amp there, don't know. More SMD components, and your link port there. So there are actually components going to the link port, so it should work, hopefully. If not, I'll be slightly sad. But yeah, audio output stage down there. If we turn it over, you'll notice there's another chip here above the LCD, and a blob as well. Now, annoyingly, this proprietary LCD unit thing has been soldered onto the board here, and that is over the back of where this clock is, and I'm assuming this is the timer clock. I don't know. I'd like to under and overclock it. As I've bought two, I will probably desolder this screen so I can get to that clock, because I won't be too precious about this one. This one also has a dead pixel on the screen in a different place, but as I said, the tiny pixels you don't really notice. There we go, 12/02/24. It's obviously not a date, unless this was made in the future. But yeah, that was my first impressions of the Gameboy insides. It's obviously not a direct hardware clone, because this doesn't look anything like a Game Boy Color on the inside. I have read that you can put this inside a Game Boy Color case and it will function normally. It'll fit anyway, so yeah, might do that, don't know. I quite like that it says Kong Feng on the outside of them, and they have this weird control button layout. These are a bit clicky, but when you're playing you don't really notice. So yeah, Gameboy Color, how awesome. Okay, nice one, see you in a bit.